Hello, my name is Sraz and I am an undergraduate teaching assistant for Anatomy and Physiology 1. Right now it is 1 a.m., which means it's conspiracy theory time. And what I may say may break the internet, but please hear me out. There's a common saying that there's a lion inside of you. But this is misdirection. In fact, people who say this are lying to you. See what I did there? The animal that is really inside of us is a seahorse. And given the location that they're in, I would go as far to say that they are running this show. So in case you haven't figured it out now, I'm talking about the brain. So this is not the easiest thing to understand anatomy or physiology wise, but we are going to use what we know to help orient ourselves as well as process and understand the anatomy of the brain, specifically this area. And we're going to do that by connecting it to a seahorse. It is important to know that I won't be going too in-depth with the physiology components. Rather, I'm going to talk about the anatomical foundation that I built, which supported me in this unit. So let's look at pictures of seahorses. So as with most animals, we have a head, we have a body, and we have a tail. We also have a pouch, a spiked spine, and also kind of a crown. We are going to reference these parts of the body of the seahorse to the brain. So I'm not sure how to describe this color, but this right here, this is your brainstem, and this is made up of your medulla, your pons, and your midbrain. In relation to the seahorse, your medulla would be the lower half of the seahorse, such as the tail. The pons would be the pouch, P and P. And the midbrain could be your neck of the seahorse. Take a second if you need to pause the video, but what is superior to your neck? If you said head, then you are correct. But you know, there's a lot going on with your head. I mean, you got eyes, nose, mouth, facial hair, scars, pimples, what have you. So I'm going to mention a few of those facial features on a human, which may apply to a seahorse, but feel free to swap or add connections to my seahorse slash human example. So this area right here would be the seahorse's head. The pituitary gland would be the chin. The hypothalamus would be the mouth of the seahorse, and the thalamus would be the eye of the seahorse. To orient and exaggerate these anatomical features, I actually like to think of the character in Fairly Odd Parents, which is Crimson Chin. So you'll notice that his chin sticks out, then his mouth sticks out, and then his eyes. So going back to the brain, you'll notice the pituitary gland is sticking out, then the hypothalamus, and then the thalamus. So thinking about Crimson Chin, thinking about the seahorse, this really helps me because it gives me insight on the inferior-superior relationship and the anterior-posterior relationship between the structures of the brain. Finally, the corpus callosum can be kind of like the spiked crown on a seahorse. In addition to how rushed this unit was, I found this content a bit tough, but what helped me was relating it to what I know. And while it is true that I know a bit about marine animals, My point is I know the general structure of a seahorse, and I use that connection to help me learn the structure of the brain. I then use that foundation to help me learn the rest of the content. I hope that you found this video helpful and enjoyable, and until next time, this is Fraz, signing out.